Ryan is just dialed in on his computer right now.
First podcast I've had a coffee in hand.
Wow.
Big time coffee guy to start a morning round. But here's the issue. If you put a coffee cup in a cup holder of a golf cart,
you just gotta have a lid.
I mean, your whole cup of coffee will literally be on the floor in 5 seconds.
You'll be killing grass.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want any of that going on.
No. I'm out on coffee while golfing.
Why?
Especially because like in the morning, it's gonna warm up eventually. So the cup of coffee in the morning is nice.
But still like 55, 60 degrees.
But if it warms up in the afternoon, like if you're out there, you got like a 9 a.m. tea time and you're finishing up around 11, it's starting to get hot. And there's nothing worse than having gross coffee breath when it's hot. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
So that's when you got to mix in the refreshing drinks.
You're not wrong. You're probably talking more so Saturdays when you're golfing at 9. Because when we golf during the week, it's like 7:45, 8.
Yeah, and you're done at 10 at the latest.
Yeah, a little dew on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, Tyler. I'm not the only thing that's hot right now. My golf bag is also smoking hot.
Yeah, I know.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. Breakfast ball.
Welcome back to episode 63 of the Double Bogey Show.
Six away. We're presented by DraftKings, and Ryan is. Can you say that with a little more enthusiasm? Guys, welcome back to episode 63, presented by DraftKings.
Smash the bell. No, I'm nervous, Ryan.
For what?
I don't know what this experience is. You haven't told me. I wouldn't let you tell me anything about going to the fitting.
Matt, I think I told every single person in the office besides Tyler, because he wouldn't let me. He'd just walk away.
Yeah, I think you've waited until Tyler's closed his office door and gathered around a congregation just to tell everyone
he's
about
won.
your riches.
This is a big fucking deal. This is a huge deal.
This is.
Because not only did I get new irons, I got a new everything.
See?
And no, I was not swindled, Tyler.
I know. I didn't say you were going to get swindled, but I did say you were going to leave there with new everything. And you're like, nope, I'm only getting what I need.
Also, Matt, I called Tyler out for last podcast when he said he knew a bunch of people who have given him bad experiences getting fitted for clubs. I called him out on it. He did talk me off the cliff a little bit in terms of like he was lying or he wasn't. So
yeah, it just depends on what you consider a lot.
Yeah.
Because I only know 5 people total that have gotten fitted for clubs. 3 of them had bad experiences. 2 had perfectly fine experiences.
And 1 had a phenomenal experience.
Now I know 6,
me.
right? Ryan is the 6th guy I know.
I had the best experience ever, Tyler.
Good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't get swindled. I didn't want you to get swindled.
Because here's what happened. I went in, and I thought he was going to have me hit my current clubs first.
Mm-hmm. Didn't.
Just put him to the side. He also told me I had a mutt of a bag. You know what a mutt is, Tyler?
Yeah, you have a whole bunch of different brands.
A bunch of different breeds, yeah.
Yeah.
So what was currently in the bag for me was the Taylormade M2 Driver, 2 seasons old. The Taylormade burner irons, 4 through approach wedge. Mm-hmm. And then the wedges is where it's like
you have the most.
A tomcat running around just getting it on with all these other Siamese cats.
You can say banging on the podcast.
Banging all these other cats. Wilson sand wedge, Dunlop lob wedge, Taylormade 56 degree, and
do you have 2 56s?
I think I had
what was
one
the other
more.
brand?
Well, no, I gave the other 56 to Matt. And then a Wilson putter. The funniest thing that happened during this fitting, Tyler, was when we got to the putter, he pulled mine out of my bag and he immediately laughed.
Is that because you still had the price tag on it?
Well, the price tag was on it, $50.
Yeah,
$50 putter. And I didn't even know you could get fitted for a putter. I just thought just pick the one that feels good. Mm-hmm. But before we get there, we're gonna backtrack. Walk in this place, and I'm like, I had a budget in mind. I kind of stuck with that budget. I was maybe like $200 or $300 over.
I thought you were gonna say $2 or $3 grand.
No,
it's like,
no.
Jesus Christ.
So we started out hitting 7 irons, right? And the biggest thing for me walking into the golf center in Grand Forks, great place, by the way. Nate was the man.
Okay.
The biggest thing for me was I don't want to see the brand of the club that I'm hitting. Okay. I don't want to know I'm hitting a PXG, which I did. I don't want to know I'm hitting a Titleist, which I did. Mm-hmm. And I did sneak a peek of the PXG. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be sweet. I hope I hit this one shitty because I don't want to have to buy these.
Yep.
So I'm hitting all these clubs and shanks are back, right? I'm just like, whatever. And I would shank 2 of them. He'd be like, okay, done with that one. You can give me that. And then he'd give me a new one. And those were already out of the question. Weren't going to use those because he's like, we're just going to move on to the next one.
Not a lot of room for human error. They just say like, if you get like 2-3 swings and then that's obviously not the right club.
Correct.
So they were, okay, which is good.
Yeah. But the weirdest thing is the reason he axed those so quick was because the clubs that I ended up landing on, I was hitting good.
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting them really good. And I'm like, God, ever since I went through this phase of just shanking the shit out of the ball, I've lost like 40 to 50 yards each club, which is very significant.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me a couple tips and like, I started getting my clubs back to distance. And I'm like, holy shit, this is, it literally was, I'll tell you what he told me. He literally said, stick your butt out and adjust your hands a little bit and then swing. And I did. And I hit the ball well. Stick your butt out. I can't tell you how many fucking YouTube videos I watched on how to stop the shanks and none of them told me to stick my butt out.
But your shanks were gone in Arizona.
Yeah, but I was also swinging at 60%.
Yeah.
So now I'm back to probably swinging 80 to 85%, 90%.
Did you swing 100?
Driver, of course, Tyler.
Did
That's
it
why I had
go
to. It went great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 300-yard drives, 280 carries, roll for about another 20. The biggest thing that they took into consideration for me was spin rate because I hit the ball really high. And again, this is why I knew I wasn't getting swindled because they're taking all these little factors in and everything. There's a TrackMan set up, so you get all your club speed, your ball speed, your spin rate, all that kind of shit pops right up, and then it gives you a re-recording of the swing you just took so I can watch that on the screen. My swing is dog shit, by the way. My swing looks like, I can't imagine what your swing looks like on the track, man.
I thought yours looks fine.
Yeah, but
maybe because you've tweaked it now, you probably look funny.
It definitely.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing for me was the spin rate. So the reason why
What's a good spin rate here?
I don't know.
What was your spin rate
But
at?
my spin rate was way too high for the, I'm talking in driver terms, way too high for the driver I was hitting. So for the height that I hit my ball off the tee, the spin rate needs to be less because then, as Nate said, it's going to cut through that air like a warm butter knife through a warm knife through butter. And it did. Big time.
Did he lower his voice? He's like, Ryan.
It's kind of what it sounded like. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck, I'm sold.
It sounded like James Earl Jones from the Clouds.
Yeah, it was soothing. And to see that 280 carry, I'm like, let's fucking go. I'm back, right? So irons wise, I probably hit like 6 different brands, but then also he's taken into consideration the shaft, the weight of the shaft, the lie of the club on the ground. So like boom, 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 like that. The angle of the club, closed, open, whatever. Took all that into consideration. He basically built me the perfect club. Do you want to know what those irons were, Tyler?
Not yet. I do have one question first.
Yep, go on.
At no point you were ever nervous, or were you ever nervous at any point that the simulator was adding too many yards?
No.
Okay, because that's the biggest thing I've heard is everyone's like, I hit it 300 when I was getting fitted, but at the moment I took it out the next morning, I was hitting it 260.
No, because right away when I was swinging, before he kind of gave me a couple tips, I mean, I was hitting a fucking rescue club 170.
Okay.
A rescue club you should be able to hit, that's like a 3 iron. You should be able to hit that like 230.
Yeah.
So I knew this. I mean, the TrackMan, it's based off the TrackMan, and those things are legit.
Yeah, but they can go in and
because the pros use those.
Yeah, and they can bump sensitivity. That's what I've heard. Like the people think that when they're getting fitted, the simulator is just juicing their numbers so they get excited.
And that is why you have to have a good club fitter. In fact, I was sitting on the couch this morning, Tyler. I sent you a snap. You didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
Commercial pops up. Golf Center, Grand Forks. Top 100 fitters in the nation by Golf Digest.
Uh-huh.
How can you not trust a top 100 club fitter by Golf Digest?
Listicles never lie.
And there are only 50 states.
Yeah. 2 from each state.
Yeah.
2 from
Is that
each
what it
state.
did?
Well, North Dakota's a small state, so we probably get 1. It's probably the best in North Dakota. Kind of like representatives.
I have heard that where you win is the best in North Dakota.
Yep. And that's why I went there.
Yeah, they're going to be getting some competition in Fargo soon.
Why?
There's going to be a new club fitter in town.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Be interesting. I would like
That's
to
okay.
see you go to both just to see if your experience is different at all.
Maybe in 2-3 years.
Like, I don't want you to go buy new clubs, but I think you should go get fitted somewhere else too, just to see like that you don't have a recommendation to see if there's any validity to people bitching.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Because I think that would be, I'm curious. We're going to go,
I might just buy a backup set of clubs then.
you could give them to Matt.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'll give you my old clubs, Matt.
I thought that counts, I suppose. I got really excited there for a second.
Yeah, you did. You perked up
I thought
and then it was immediately taken away.
I thought Christmas came way early.
So this experience for me was I was actually kind of bummed that you realistically, a guy like me can really only do this like every 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Because it was sweet. Did I walk out with the clubs that I thought I was going to? Irons, yes. Driver, 3-wood putter, no. I'm talking brand wise, not the clubs I bought. I'm talking brand.
I know, but it's funny because you vehemently defended the fact you're only leaving there with irons.
I don't think I said that.
We have it literally
We have it
recorded. I will
recorded.
not be
It wasn't
buying
on
a
the clip
driver.
though.
It was not a clip, but we could pull it.
It wasn't in the clip, but you definitely said it. Matt, thank you for attesting.
Did I actually say I wasn't going
Yes.
to buy a driver?
You said verbatim, I will not be buying a driver.
Well, and here's why I did. Because when I saw that 280 carry back with this driver I was hitting, how can you not? How can you not get that? Oh, also extra stiff shaft. Ding.
Did you like it?
Loved it.
Actually, like just stiff as fuck.
Yep, extra stiff. And I was hitting stiff before. So
Is there a limp or not?
there's no limp in this
So
club.
there's just two categories. It's just stiff and extra stiff.
And regular. I think there's
Is there a
no, I
regular?
think there's flaccid, there's stiff, and there's extra stiff.
There's no semi.
Yeah.
What's after
flat.
flaccid?
So it would be semi.
Yeah.
Flaccid, semi, stiff, and extra stiff.
Yeah.
I went with the Mac Daddy of them all, extra
The
stiff.
stiffest of the stiff.
I'm talking like Tyler's at strip club, 19 years old, 21 years old.
However old you got to be to get in there.
Yeah. Depends on the state, I guess.
So you went with extra bricked up.
I went with fully bricked up.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Like full brick house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on this club. Do you have any more questions for me before I get
No,
into
I want to know
what's
what
in
you
the
got
bag?
now. I want to know now.
Oh, also, the only time I feel like he did try to sell me a little bit, and maybe this was just because it was right at the end. He's like, yeah, so you want to look at like different new bags or anything? I'm like, nope, moving on. What's the damage here? Don't need a new bag. I was over it.
It's like you just got one too. So
And here's the thing.
if you'd have been in there with your old bag and you hadn't have got that new one, you probably would have got a bag.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hated that fucking thing.
It was great. It had a lot of pockets, but it was so heavy.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, are you ready for this?
I don't know.
New set of irons in the bag.
Uh-huh.
Mizuno JPX 921 hot metals.
I don't know any of those things.
All you have to,
Sounded convincing enough.
I know what Mizuno is.
all you have to know is Mizuno, and they have like a half cavity or like a 3/4 cavity back. They're not
Okay.
blades by any means. I don't need to be hitting
I
blades.
was going to ask if you were going to go for blades.
No, I'm not that good. I'm not even that. I'm not good in
Can I
general.
see them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you got them pulled up on your computer.
All right, Tyler. So I went with the Mizuno.
Ooh, they look fucking cool.
Is it the JPX 921? Am I getting that right? There's just a lot of numbers.
I don't know.
involved.
It's a video. Yeah,
Okay, well, you can
JPX
scroll down.
921.
You can scroll down and see them. With a piece of rebar as the shaft. They needed to get as heavy as possible. No, they didn't give me but they gave me the heaviest shafts and stiffened them up a little bit.
All I know, Ryan, I don't know if they're good or not. I believe you that they are. They look fucking dope.
Well, they're good for me. That's the thing. These clubs might not be good for you, Tyler.
I know. I'm just saying they look cool.
They
I
look
like how
sweet.
they look.
I'm gonna be cleaning these things like after every round.
Yeah. How long until
kinda like a new shotgun.
How long until you stop cleaning them? Like after every single shot.
Probably like 5 rounds in.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. So the Mizuno JPX 921s are now in the bag, Tyler.
Mhm.
I got a 4 through an A wedge, which I like to call it the attack wedge.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to approach the green. I'm trying to attack that fricker.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I believe the attack wedge is 50 degree. I got 2 wedges, also Mizuno, also
Hey,
same
I'll
brand.
buy a 56 from you.
That 56 degree. I only have 1.
Yeah, I'll buy. I don't have a 56. I left it.
Okay, I'll give you a deal on it. We'll price that out. Also, I'm going to be selling a couple clubs here in a little bit on the podcast.
We're gonna do
so
a fucking auction.
stay tuned. We're going to auction these babies off. Wedges, Mizuno, same brand, same everything, but the irons are a chrome. They're the chrome finish. The wedges are the copper finish, so I can distinguish them in my bag.
Fancy
better.
wedges.
Well, same price. I said, what's the price?
Well,
difference?
they look cooler. They look fancy.
Yeah, they look sweet.
Yeah. Jade got like those rainbow wedges.
Yeah, like the I can't transdescent.
I don't know. Translucent.
Translucent, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Translucent's invisible though.
Well, I think it's the closest thing to it.
Iridescent.
Iridescent.
There we
yes.
So a lot of times people will get a set. They'll get a set of irons and they'll get a different brand of wedges. Just depends on what they hit. I ended up hitting the Mizuno's the best. So I got 54 and 58 degree wedges.
No 52.
No, because you go 4 degree separation. So I have a 50 degree attack wedge. I have a 54 degree and a 58 degree.
You should got a 46 too.
That's probably my pitching wedge. Because it's usually always 4 degree separation.
Okay.
So you want to be able to fill that gap if you have any whatever.
Okay.
Next on the docket, Tyler, driver. The Srixon.
No, hit me with putter first.
I just told you what the driver was.
Yeah, I don't know what Srixon though.
Okay. Putter. The Odyssey 2-ball 10 putter.
What does that mean? Where do they come up with these names?
Left side.
Oh, those are common. Those are like a lot of people that are like good at our level use those.
Yeah, don't look at the price either. Don't look at it.
Holy fuck, Ryan.
Don't look at it, I said. It's got 5 stars, okay?
Must have been a good Black Friday.
That is an absolute upgrade from your $45 Wilson.
50.
It was 45.
$49.99.
Okay.
Or maybe it was $44.99.
I think it was $44.99.
So what he did with the putter was he took his phone. He has like this app on his phone, and he put like a case on it that clipped into the club, and it was like perfectly centered on the club. He had me hit 6 balls, and it basically gave you after you hit 6 balls, the app on his phone gave you a handicap of like what those 6 putts would have been worth. My handicap was like 3.1, and anything 3 or under is really good. So we were sitting on that really good putting line. And it all depends on like if you're straight back, straight forward, or if you kind of like arc back and then arc forward.
Yep.
Skid rate. So apparently he said it's impossible to not have at least 10% skid on your ball, meaning like it skids 10% of the way and then it starts to roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
A bunch of shit like that. I said, okay, I'm sold. 3 handicap. If I can take 3 strokes off per round, I could possibly hit in the low 80s, high 70s, right? So that was the putter. That's going to be sick. I might even get a club head cover for it. I've never had a club head cover.
For the putter?
Yeah.
Wait till we go on the next trip and get a cool one.
Okay.
That's what I got Grandpa for his birthday. I got him a Ryder Cup putter cover.
I should have known that I was going to do this. I should have bought a putter cover there.
But now you can get one we can get one that means something to you.
Sure. That makes sense. All right, Tyler. 3-wood.
So
Srixon Zx7 3-wood.
Okay, I'm glad you went all the same brands for the woods, and all the same brands for the irons and wedges.
See, that's not always how it works, though. It just depends on what you hit best.
But I like that you did it.
Okay.
It looks better in the bag.
Okay, that's fair. He also had me set up with a hybrid, a Srixon hybrid. So that's the gap between my 3-wood and my 4-iron. I said, oh God, if you could take one club out of this bag, what would it be? He said, well, if you can't hit driver off the tee that day, you're going to be able to hit 3-wood. So I take the hybrid out. So I axed the hybrid. Don't have a hybrid anymore.
Okay.
So I now have a Srixon Zx7 3-wood. And then the Mac Daddy of them all, Tyler, the Srixon Zx7 Driver, which holy shit, did that thing feel good.
Was it look dope?
It's all black. It's all black.
Okay.
With like the custom shaft on it, whatever. The shaft is like it's like a white that like trickles into a black towards the bottom. It's pretty fucking dope. Extra stiff too, by the way. So we got Mizuno irons, Mizuno wedges, Srixon 3-wood, Srixon driver, and Odyssey putter. The bag is completely redone. It could be considered a little bit of a mutt now Even
little
so,
bit.
but not nearly as much as it was before.
No, because you basically have 2 brands. Because I think throw the putter out, you can have whatever putter you want. That doesn't make your bag a mutt. So 2 brands is pretty good. You know who else used Srixon?
Who?
Brooksy.
Brooksy.
Brooksy's a Srixon guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
He's got to be hitting the same driver
I'm
as me.
surprised you didn't go Cobra.
Did I hit a Cobra? I don't even think I hit a Cobra. I didn't even hit the Sim 2.
So here's what I actually really, really want to know. How do those PXGs feel?
I hit him like shit. I shanked
Really?
like 3 out of 4 shots. He took them away right away.
No.
He took them away and he's like, we're done with those. I said, all right, sounds good.
Okay, so then I believe this guy because he's been pushing PXGs the whole time.
So what this club fitter told me was he had me hit the top 3 most expensive brands on the market. And I hit those 3 clubs the worst.
Interesting.
Yep.
And is that because you're not like a top tier level golfer? You're just a good golfer?
I think it was just the feel, it just happened to be the club that day. So I walked out of there with, like the 4th most expensive irons and wedges. And I mean, I could have paid probably a lot more for a driver.
Mhm.
I don't know. So
Not for a putter.
no, not for a putter, but hey, drive for show, putt for dough.
Yep.
Right. Here's how I look at this whole club fitting experience and the price that I paid. I'm not going to say what I paid for them. That's irrelevant. You can look it up online after all the information.
You blew your budget out by a couple $100.
Couple $100. But here's the thing, Tyler. If I'm playing $10 a hole, I can just win that money back and I can pay for those clubs. Also, Fantasy Football Championship, $900 payout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to demolish round 1 of the playoffs.
Yep.
So now it's just winning the next round.
So what if...
Also, one more thing. The trade-in value of these clubs is going to be huge because my old clubs they were already secondhand when I bought them, and now they're another 4 years old. So he gave me $150 for my whole bag. Not officially, but he said, I'll give you $150. You bring them back next time, we'll trade them in. Now with these new clubs, if I upgrade another 3 to 4 years, the resale value on these is going to be a lot more than my last clubs to put next to a new bag.
How much do clubs depreciate? Like, is it like a car?
Not as much as cars.
I was going to say, is it like a car? You walk out of there with that bag of new clubs. Is it immediately worth half of what it was before? Or is it 3/4?
That's a good question. I'm not even sure. I would say I'd say you're probably going to get half of what you paid for them after 3 to 4 years. Now, if you traded them in the next year, you're obviously going to get more for them.
Mm-hmm.
But again, with that, they can deconstruct the shaft, the club head, all that kind of stuff, and then resell it as separate entities.
Okay. So you're gonna you do this again, but would you go anywhere else? What if let's just hypothetically you moved 3 states away? Would you go somewhere else with no recommendation, or would you go back to this guy?
I'd go back to this guy because I'd come back for Christmas. Families in town. I'd come back for Christmas and I'd get fitted at the same guy.
So this is your guy.
Yep.
All right.
Golf Center, Grand Forks. Not a paid ad, but I think they did a phenomenal job. So
the real question is now, how many strokes will these new clubs take off your game?
I'm not gonna lie about this, Matt. I would probably say if I can take 3 strokes off my game with these clubs, that's a success for me.
It's a good number.
And what's gonna be interesting is I'm gonna hit these like shit right away because I just got a brand new feel to them. So we'll just have to hit the sim here this winter. And
we plan to.
Out. What's it gonna take?
When are you gonna get them?
3 to 4 weeks. Everything will be in. Some will be in 2 weeks. Some will be in 3. Some will be in 4. So it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna ask me. Nothing.
What was I gonna ask you?
You're gonna ask me what's it gonna take for me to go get fitted.
What if I got you what if I said, here, Tyler, here's $2,000. Go get fitted for a new set of clubs. Well, would you?
I would get them and then sell them.
Are you fucking kidding me,
I don't know
Tyler?
what I would do. I don't know, Ryan. I like my clubs. We talked about I have an emotional connection to my clubs, and I would feel like I'm forsaking them.
Yeah, so I think we talked about this last time. You're going to become a hoarder.
Yeah, I know. It's a legitimate worry.
Tyler's going to be a guy with like 6 golf bags full with clubs in his garage.
Only if I buy new ones. If I don't buy new ones, then
no,
because
you'll pick a setup at garage sale or something.
No, I have. That's where I got my original clubs.
at a garage sale.
Yeah.
Was the guy who was having the garage sale, was he a custom club fitter?
No, it was some old lady who was selling her dead husband's clubs. Becca uses those ones now. I got the ones I have from a buddy because he's the same height as me, and he was fitted for those. So they're technically fitted clubs, just not for me. I like them.
I liked my old clubs.
Yeah.
But you know what, Tyler? Change is good. The only thing that should remain the same in life, Tyler, is change.
What book did you read that in?
What'd you think of that one, Matt?
That's a great one.
I know.
I'm stealing that.
I know. That's why, yeah.
You should put that on the window, Matt.
Put that on
the
a
producer
t-shirt.
window.
Put that on a t-shirt. So Tyler, 10 out of 10 experience. We can be done talking about the new clubs. I'm sure I will have a tough time not talking about them once I get them.
Yeah.
I'll be taking hacks in the living room.
I was going to say the golf net will be back at the office.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
The golf complex will be going again.
I am excited to see them. Don't get me wrong.
They're sick.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it. I can live vicariously through you, and it'll scratch any possible itch I would have had in getting new clubs. And
hang on. Question for you before I forget. Over under 6 months before Miles gets a new set of clubs.
under not well, a brand new set.
Yep.
Over. But like new, just a handful of new clubs.
That's what I mean.
Maybe new irons, under for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna eat.
Now when I start beating him again.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. There was a time where I think Miles didn't ask me to golf as much. I think he asked me to golf more now because he's beating me.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time. This was 2 summers ago that he never asked me to play because I would beat him every time.
Yeah.
And we got to get back there. I got to get to a point where he's not even thinking about asking me to go golf.
Well, I don't even think he needs to play you to get new clubs. It's kind of the...
Oh, yeah.
You guys
100%.
have this thing like if you're talking about getting a new truck, he just gets one that he thinks will be nicer than your new
100%.
truck. You get a cool watch, Miles gets a cooler watch.
Yeah.
So like he's just, as soon as he sees your new clubs, he's going to get new clubs of his own.
100%.
Some sort anyway.
But he won't get fitted at the same place I did, because if he did the same thing that I did, he would think that he is equal to me.
He's copying you.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants you to copy him.
Yeah, he'll go get fitted at the country club or something, and then he'll get the wrong shit, and I'll be like, well,
Yeah,
told you so.
he'll get swindled.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll juice the simulator on him.
He's easy to swindle too when it comes to nice shit like that.
He sees big numbers. It's fucking stars
Dollar
and eyes.
sign, yep. So yeah, I would say under six months as well, because I'm gonna bring these in when I get them. No one's allowed to touch them.
I might swing one.
Okay, that's fine.
When you're not looking.
That's fine. And he's gonna look at these clubs and be like, "Fuck, I gotta get myself a new set of irons or something like that." That's what he's gonna sound like. I better get myself
these are all right.
right. Yeah. So I'm pumped. But yeah, I don't know. We should take a break, Tyler. I'm gonna do some more research on these clubs just to mentally prepare myself. I've already been getting mental reps in with them already, so I'm ahead of the game. But,
you don't even have them.
I know, but I've already swung them in a sense. So we're gonna take a quick break. Matt's got a segment for us coming up, correct?
I do.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back.
We're back.
What do you guys got for us?
First, I want to talk to you about some gambling, Ryan.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I did lose a golf bet this last weekend.
Uh-oh.
It was a QB shootout. It was teams of 2. And I bet the winner from last year plus 600.
We went to the Vikings game on Thursday. All
We
three
did.
of us were there. I had a live DraftKings fantasy team going on of all Vikings and Pat Fryermuth, including Vikings D. And at one point during the game, I just kept checking DraftKings and I was at like $8,000+
No shit.
And that was before the Steelers went on their stupid run, scoring like 29 unanswered, basically.
And Pat Fryermuth almost scored that last touchdown too.
He did score one of them in that run. And I was like, all right, that's fine. If Pat's scoring, it's fine. But then Najee Harris kept scoring and I just saw my money dwindle down. And then I ended up winning like $3, which means I lost $12 because I bought 15 to get in.
Oh, God.
It was sad. It was such a roller coaster of emotions, but
Great time though, Tyler. And speaking of DraftKings,
Yes.
guys, if you're a football fan, golf fan, it doesn't matter. I'm sure you love action-packed, high-scoring NFL games. But with the latest no-brainer from DraftKings, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, you'll be a winner once a single point is scored. Yes, you heard that right. 1 point scored, which you can't do that without scoring 6 before that. Doesn't matter. 1 point. New customers who bet just $1 on any team to score can win $100 in free bets. It's that simple. And if the sportsbook is not available in your state, Tyler, like you like to play, DraftKings Daily Fantasy, huge cash prizes, millions of dollars. Tyler was in the $8,000 cash bracket, I guess you would say.
Yeah, I was in like second or third place or some shit.
Got booted out very quick.
Yeah, I did.
So you'll have to check out the Daily Fantasy too if the sportsbook isn't available in your state. Guys, go ahead and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code YouBetcha and bet $1 on any team to score and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with promo code YouBetcha this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 years or older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambling problem.
Wow.
Do it. Call it.
Should I?
Hunger problem?
Should I see if they have any for sures? The Gambler Network.
They
see
might.
if they got any for sures for this week. One for sure is my fantasy team going into week 2 of the playoffs. I'm up 80 points after week 1.
That's pretty damn good.
80 fucking points. I wanted to be up 100 just to
rub it in.
kick my opponent in the nuts.
You're so far ahead, it would really suck if you
don't
fucking
blow it
lost.
I'm not going to lose. Not with my team.
But if
You
you
also weren't going to buy a driver, so
That's true.
Matt, shut the fuck up.
If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. If you have a hunger problem,
Call bulkbeefjerky.com/youbetcha.
yes, call it. Don't call it. Type it in. Go to
Yes.
the website. Order some jerky. They have tender, juicy brisket beef jerky. That shit's my favorite. Ryan likes the rip and tear, the old school style dried stuff, and they've combined it. The best of both worlds. The Midwest jerky is a little bit juicy, and it's also rip and tear. Get the rest of it. You know what I'm getting my dog for Christmas, Ryan?
Bulk beef jerky.
Bulk beef jerky. They have dog treats
And a
for
bush
your
dog brew.
You know what I'm getting for the snack tray at Christmas?
Bulk beef jerky.
I'm getting bulk beef jerky for my meat tray that I'm also adding dried fruits and nuts to from bulk beef jerky.
It's not a meat tray, Tyler. It's a charcuterie board.
No, I stick with the meat tray. I like the shitty plastic flour looking ass thing.
You buy the one from the grocery store.
Yeah.
And you say, wow, look at what I made.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't.
Well, I'm not going to buy it from the grocery. I'm going to buy the tray and then fill it with bulk beef jerky
Correct.
for
Yeah,
Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's my plan. You know what I'm going to fill it with, Ryan? I'm going to fill
What?
it with the giant 5-pound bulk bag.
That would feed a whole Christmas dinner.
That's all we're making. We're just getting the meat tray for Christmas. It's
Yeah.
5 pounds of bulk beef jerky. Head to the website, bulkbeefjerky.com/youbetcha, YOUBETCHA. They'll deliver that shit straight to your door with 10% off using that code. Check it out, guys.
Matt,
Ryan.
what do you got?
Matt.
so
We need. I need
Tyler.
I need some high energy from behind that glass.
all right, you're getting it.
Give it to us.
All right, so as you guys know, we were discussing it last week. Tiger, Charlie Woods, they're taking on.
They're back.
They're back. They're taking on a duo. I believe they're taking them on this weekend. It is
Yes, they
a
play this
tournament
weekend.
that I forget the name of.
The PNC
The
Championship.
PNC Championship.
Matt, you gotta fucking know that stuff.
You're right, I do. Well, I didn't know this was my segment until just now. So basically, the premise of this, it's fathers, it's sons, it's sometimes father-in-laws.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Father, the Son,
They
the
are-
Holy Spirit of Arnold Palmer. He's alive, but
He is. Is Arnold Palmer alive?
is
actually?
Arnold Palmer still
There's
alive?
no way.
Yeah,
He's definitely alive.
I don't think he is.
No, he is.
we can. We have this thing called Google that we could.
Google.
Maybe it's Jack.
Nay,
Deceased.
It's Jack Nicholas that is still alive.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, they're both legends. It counts. Arnold Palmer lives on through Jack.
Yeah,
And he lives
Somehow.
through the spiked lemonade.
Yes.
he does. Every time you take a sip, it's Arnold Palmer's legacy.
You got to
right
pour
there.
one out for him.
Yep.
Exactly. Anyways, so this tournament's happening this weekend. We've got matchups such as Charlie Woods, Tiger Woods. We've got John Daly and Little John Daly.
Yeah, they actually listed John Daly's son in the official roster as John Daly and Little John Daly.
Well, it is, isn't it John Daly Jr.?
Yeah, but they didn't
they-
list him as that.
Has Little John Daly.
December 18th.
Yeah,
is when
that's
the PNC Championship
So-
starts.
yep,
if anyone
this
was wondering.
weekend.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait.
Anyways,
You want to get together and watch it?
Yeah.
Actually, I can't. I'll be at Christmas. Son of a bitch. That's
Yeah, it's a shame.
yeah.
No, you know I like watching golf alone. I like watching UFC with people. We talked
okay.
about that
Yeah.
last time.
Anyway, go on, Matt.
Anyways, so it got me thinking about like if I were to partake in this tournament, if my golf career continues to trajector the way it is, My dad doesn't play golf. My dad is more of a hunter.
He's a football
outdoorsman.
guy.
He's a football guy. Football coach.
He's actually a recruiter.
He is. A little
Isn't
bit.
he a trainer?
He's a quarterback coach.
He's
Yeah.
a quarterback coach for the NFL.
Not
Yeah.
for the NFL.
No, actually, he's
Okay.
the quarterback coach for Tom Brady only.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback coach for 6-man football in a town of 50 people
Yeah.
in South
They
Dakota.
have 6-man football.
We have 9A. We don't have 6-man.
What the fuck would you do with 6-man football?
You run the ball every single
Quarterback,
time.
quarterback, running back, receiver, and 3 linemen.
Yep. And not even a receiver sometimes. Usually a fullback.
Yeah.
Or a fullback.
Yeah. You got quarterback, running back, fullback, 3 linemen.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the fullback splits out wide.
Yeah.
I like that.
Really throw a defense off guard. They have to send some sort of D end out there to cover the fullback.
Yeah.
Imagine how
Yeah.
weird that would look being played.
That would be awesome. Though.
It'd be
Think
run
about-
middle, run right, run left. There's no holes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
More of like a flag football format.
Anyway, so your
Anyway, go
dad
on.
is a quarterback's coach for a team, a style of football where they only hand it off.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that takes up a lot of time, and he wouldn't have time to play a golf tournament in the middle of the off season with me.
Mm-hmm.
Bummer.
So it got me thinking: if you could pick any sort of father, either real or fictional, to play with,
or son.
or son to play with in this tournament,
Or father-in-law.
Or a Holy Spirit.
father-in-law or Holy Spirit,
Or-
stepfather.
Holy Spirit, Bagger Vance.
Boom.
He's a ghost.
Matt Damon.
Yes.
Yeah. Proceed.
If I mean that's about it. If you could play with anyone,
Okay.
who would
Macaulay
it be?
Culkin, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Why Home Alone 2?
Because that's the best one out there. Is that even Lost in New York?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
is.
is.
Okay.
Why? You don't know if that kid can golf?
Because that kid has the drive of a 50-year-old billionaire that is looking to still make another billion.
Where does that happen in the movie?
No,
No,
I'm just
he's
saying
the
that's
mental drive.
that's the type of person he is.
He's just smart.
Yeah, correct.
He's crafty with what he's given.
Correct.
So you could give him your old clubs and he'd find a way to make them work.
Macaulay Culkin's got to be old as shit now.
He's older
He's
than
like
us, isn't
40.
he?
I think he's like
Yep.
40.
I believe he's 43.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
He's also married to Brenda Song from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
No shit.
Wow.
Do they have kids?
I did not see that coming, Macaulay. I
They-
thought I had a huge crush on her when she was in Sweet Life.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. They are
There
married.
they are.
London Tipton.
In the
Interesting.
flesh.
He's been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Homie's had a tough life.
But God, did you make my life better when I was a kid?
Yeah. I think I've said this take on this podcast before, but Home Alone 3 is the best one. It's not Macaulay.
I do like that one. I did own that on VHS when I was younger. But you can't go wrong with the original.
Yeah, dude, but that race car was sick.
It was.
Give me the military chip in the race car for Christmas, please.
It was. I probably watched Home Alone 3 like at least 15 to 20 times.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But yeah, if I'm gonna have a son, I'm Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone 2. 1000%.
If we're going sons right off the bat, I'm going Stewie Griffin.
That's a great answer.
No
Stewie
shit.
Griffin is a certified super genius.
So is Macaulay Culkin. He literally navigated through he met Donald Trump in New York and navigated himself back to his family.
Stewie Griffin built the time machine.
I can be completely honest with you, Tyler. I've only seen like one episode of Family Guy in my life.
Stewie's a genius.
Okay.
An evil genius at that. So he'd probably end up killing our competition rather than figuring out a way to legally beat them. But as long as I am playing dumb and have no knowledge of what he's doing to the competition, then I'm innocent, right?
I don't know how that works.
Something like that.
Innocent
Yeah, I don't
until
know.
proven guilty?
Sure.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, I just think Stewie would be good
Okay.
if we're going sons. Matt, who are you taking?
I think I would have to go with, I don't know if he's necessarily a son of anyone, but Toad from the Mario games. I feel like he could pass as a son.
He's good in Mario
He's
Golf.
That's my main reason. He's great in Mario Golf. He has experience on the
Oh.
links. He's been playing golf for 20 plus years. Just years of experience that I
He's
won't
kind
catch up to for a while. So
He's kind of like a Colin Murakawa. Little guy, but can hit the shit out of the ball.
yeah,
yeah.
he's got the special
Up-and-comer.
mushroom ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sticks right where it lands if he has a special setup.
Yeah, we should play some Wii golf because I did bring the Wii Sports in. We could play some Wii golf. That would be a lot of fun.
That was my friend and I was our go-to move in college. Whenever we were hungover, we put on golf clothes, make brunch, and play Wii golf.
That's sweet,
What a move.
actually.
It was a good time.
That is actually sweet.
College is the only time you can come up with weird rituals like that.
Mm-hmm.
We had a ping pong table instead of a kitchen table, and then we would get decked out. That was like when Balls of Fury was big-ish. You get decked out, wear the sweatbands, and then just play intense ping pong in the kitchen instead. That's how we would sweat our hangouts over.
I feel like I was deprived in college after hearing that shit.
Why?
Because we didn't do anything cool like that.
Why?
Granted, I was part of a sports team,
So was I.
well, only for like 2 years. You
No.
quit, Tyler.
3 years.
3 years. You went to
Yeah.
school for 8. So
No, I went to school for 4.
okay. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
It was a good time. We still do it sometimes.
Really?
Oh
I
yeah.
like that tradition. It's a good tradition.
We need to have a tradition between all 3 of us.
We do. We make golf content.
Weekly.
Yeah, but that's a job. That's a job, though. We need to have like a fun
Hey,
tradition.
I think it's fun.
It's a lifestyle for me.
I mean, I think it's fun too, but
Yeah, Matt's he bit the apple. He's all in.
Yeah.
Drink the Kool-Aid, if you will.
if I'm going with a father for this tournament,
Mm-hmm.
can you guys guess who I'm going with?
A Happy Gilmore.
Adam Sandler, Tyler.
Oh, well, it could be fictional. Yeah, I would if I had to choose between Adam
doesn't-
Sandler and Adam Sandler himself or Happy. I'm taking Happy.
Okay, well then I'm taking Happy.
Yeah.
Or I might even take Bobby Boucher.
I feel
For
like he does
golf?
not have
Or I
great
might even
touch.
take Billy Madison.
You got if you're gonna pick an Adam Sandler,
Or I
character,
might even take Paul Crew.
take Chubbs.
Chubbs.
Chubbs is legend.
Fuck, Chubbs would be a good partner.
Yeah, because I don't think it's like a scramble, right?
You ever seen that guy on TikTok who swings with one arm?
Yeah, and he mashes it.
That's Chubbs.
Yeah,
His other alligator got the other hand.
it's true. He got the alligator's eye though,
Yeah.
and then Happy got the alligator.
We should watch that movie. We should have a tradition. Every Sunday we come in
Oh,
and
wow.
watch Happy Gilmore.
Maybe one Sunday a year.
We could do that on like Happy Gilmore Day.
Is that a day?
I mean the anniversary of when the movie came out. We could just pick it as that.
Okay.
Okay, you talked me out of it. I'm taking Chubbs.
I like that pick.
Okay.
Chubbs is a good pick. I had a stale pick and we brought it up. It's Bagger Vance if we're going the Holy Spirit route. The father route is a little bit harder. You got to go with a father who is athletic.
Yep.
You got to go with a father who has a little bit of that killer mentality, right? I'm going with John Wick. I know he's not a legitimate father, but he's a dog father.
Who's John Wick?
What? You know John Wick.
It's a movie, right?
It's a series of movies.
I've never seen it.
Keanu Reeves.
Never seen it.
That would be right up your alley. You've been shadowboxing all day, and that's like his whole thing.
He just
He's a shadow
fucks
boxer?
people up. Well, he shadow
He actually-
boxes into people's faces.
Interesting.
So he's obviously athletic because he's taken down gangs single-handedly just walking into their headquarters.
Okay.
He's got that killer edge because he kills the shit out of people, and he's competitive, right? If anyone else is in there trying to do this, he wants to do it alone to prove he's the best.
Okay.
And John Wick, I think John Wick would be an absolute, no pun intended, assassin with the golf club in his hands.
As much as I would like to piggyback off that, I can't. I've never seen John Wick.
Have you seen, Matt hasn't
Everyone
seen
has
any
seen
movie.
I
Happy
have
Gilmore.
not seen John Wick, but I know who John Wick is. I've seen clips of John Wick because Joe Rogan said to watch them on the elliptical to give you a burst of energy.
Okay.
No shit.
He
You
does-
do
he
whatever
does say
Joe
that.
Rogan
The
says.
Bible of Joe.
Yeah, a little bit.
The father has spoken. Is that yours? Is it
You would
is it
play with
Joe
Rogan.
No,
Yeah, you
that's
would.
A great
No.
answer, though.
You would play with Rogan.
I don't think he ever golfs. I think he's more of an archery, elk hunting.
Archery is the golf of hunting.
They do say that.
It is.
Makes sense.
We used to talk about that on the podcast.
That is a
when we
good
first
point.
started.
Archery and golf are a lot more similar than you
Mhm.
think. It's all about precision. It's all about accuracy.
And there's a lot of touch involved.
The farther you get out, the farther
harder.
shot you have, the more room for error you have.
Mhm.
The closer you are, the better chance you have of hitting the vitals or getting it in the hole.
99% of the time, it's the user, not the machine.
So what are you
Just
trying to say? I shouldn't have got new clubs?
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually you get new bows.
True.
Yeah. So like remember I told you I wouldn't get new clubs until I fell apart?
Would you buy a new bow?
No.
What do you buy?
Not much.
That sweatshirt came from me.
No, I got it out of the discard bin.
I know you did. That hat came from me.
No, this one came from the merch guys.
Well,
Joe.
I ordered them.
I hope design them.
Where did you get your pants from?
I'm not sure. I think Costco.
Oh boy.
Costco is elite.
They
for
do have good clothes.
Yeah.
They're
Costco
Levi's.
is elite. Also, now that I do have new wedges, the Kirkland wedges are out for me.
Yeah, I figured.
That's kind of a bummer, but
I was hoping you wouldn't get wedges so you could get them.
yeah, I know. Would have been a good purchase, saved a little bit of money, but
Anyway, I have a good bow. I won't get a new bow until it shits out.
okay.
Then I'll get a new one.
Okay.
But yes, who are you taking? Matt, you can't stick with Mario.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I have-
Because
I
I
have
was
a pick.
nervous you were going to go Toad and then Mario for dad.
I only know Mario video games. No,
Yeah.
I picked someone who like Tyler. You gotta have someone who has like athleticism, killer mentality, and has a chip on their shoulder.
Joe Rogan.
See, Joe Rogan would be a great. He's my sub, but I went with someone who's already proven that he can make it to the top of his field, regardless of what that field is, and has just. I think one of the most important things in golf and athleticism is just pure confidence, regardless of the reality around
Yep.
you. Which is why I'm going with the best father that I can think of in LeVar Ball.
Get out of this podcast studio right now.
Name me one reason why LeVar Ball would not just kill it out there. One-on-one, never lost.
He could beat MJ in one-on-one.
Exactly. That's what he said in his prime.
I know.
MJ too small, he said.
Even if this is a ridiculous take, LeVar, but just by playing with him and being his son, he'd get you a career.
He got 2 out of his 3 boys into the NBA, and Leangelo
And he got the other one in jail.
He did that by
In North
shoplifting
Korea.
in China.
Or China.
He was shoplifting in China.
They don't let you in North Korea.
Yeah.
That seems like
I don't hate
shoplifting in China. You're part of the Ball family. You're selling $300 sneakers for Christ's sakes.
You're already stealing enough from people as it is.
You got a full ride from UCLA.
He did, and he blew it.
And you stole from China.
He stole a little trinket at a gift shop. And he got caught and got thrown into jail.
Worth it.
God.
Worth it for the headlines.
That's crazy.
And then he had to get bailed out by the president.
No,
Yeah.
I like LeVar as a life pick because he's going to get you places. I don't like LeVar for a competitive pick.
He's also a personal trainer. He has like athletic capabilities.
I think he's too old.
He is not a personal trainer.
That was his job.
He was a PT.
Yeah.
Where is his degree from?
Let's find out right now.
You two are swindling me more than a fucking golf specialist
I don't
is
think
for
so.
new clubs.
I just said he wouldn't be a good for competitive, but he could be good for life.
What did LeBar do? LeBar Ball
Bar Paul.
do for a living? If he would have been a personal trainer, it literally would have popped up immediately.
While he kicked off a new career as a personal trainer.
Okay, that's good. What's the source?
This is
Muscle and Fitness.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good source.
Have
All
you
right.
seen him shirtless? He's ripped.
I doubt that.
Are you going to Google LeVar Ball shirtless?
You won't Google LeVar Ball shirtless.
You obviously didn't see him at WWE.
He's in pretty good shape, actually.
Yeah, he is. All right, I take it
He
back.
played in the NFL.
Maybe he's better
who?
than I thought.
Huh?
For who?
Like just a practice squad.
Okay, so he didn't play in the NFL.
Well,
He had an
More-
NFL
more than-
contract.
more
He practiced in the
more
NFL.
than I did.
I do have one honorable mention.
Who?
Can you guys guess who it is?
Is it
Come on, I'm so predictable when it comes to this shit.
Is it the person who fitted you for your clubs?
That would be a great pick, by the way.
Brian's new best friend.
Yeah.
Nate and Brian. Do you guys have any idea?
We're
We're talking athleticism, intimidation factor.
Conor
Jock-
McGregor.
Boom.
I was gonna say
Tyler.
Jocko Willink.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be another good one. But yes, Conor McGregor.
I think
I'm sitting
Conor-
in a cart with him for 18 holes. I'm gonna,
You'd be so sick of him after 18 holes.
I'm not even gonna be shadowboxing. I'm actually gonna be hitting people.
hitting Connor.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll just throw the
You
pads
could take
on.
him right now. You just kick him in the fucking shin.
Nah, his shin's healthy.
Yeah, he's
man.
back
He's
now.
back.
Yeah,
He'll be
it's-
back in April.
It's weak. You're gonna pop it for him.
He'll be back in May. He'll lose again though.
I think he'd be miserable to be in the cart with for 18 hours.
Why? 18 hours? I didn't know
Or
it took
18
an hour.
hours. Sorry. He'd just be going and going and going and going and going.
Why would you not want to hear a guy like that talk for 18 holes?
The trash talk would be incredible.
It would
for,
be
like,
incredible for a little while.
Yeah.
I think he would get old.
You think it'd be? Who would you rather take in a cart, Joe Rogan or Conor McGregor?
Joe.
Why?
Hands down. Because Joe can have a conversation other than shit talk and theatrics.
So can Connor.
I don't know,
I don't
man.
think he can. I've
Not
never
in a competition setting.
You ever met him?
No.
Oh.
Just from what we've seen, what the media has portrayed, I would take Joe.
Okay. You guys got any honorable mentions?
Matt, you go ahead.
Oh boy,
Mario.
Yeah, whether
Jesus
Joe
Christ.
Rogan, Mario, and
mine's
LeVar Ball.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Honorable mention. I'll go with the ghost theme since we did a father, son, and a holy ghost.
Sure.
I will say the ghost of Ben Kenobi
Hell
from the
yeah.
Star Wars movies.
Any putt he leaves short is just a tiny little force push, and
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Never seen it.
If you have the
Star
my
Wars.
Lord.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
in. Yeah.
That's his name. Yeah,
hmm
Who's Ben Kenobi then?
Ben
That's
Kenobi
old.
is
That's his
yeah.
alias.
Okay.
when he went in hiding in Tatooine after the Empire took over.
Yeah, he was keeping an
Keep
eye
up,
on
Bri-
Luke.
Keep up, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do I need to watch Star Wars?
I would recommend watching it once. I don't think you'll love it.
Why do you need to watch the fourth one first?
That's the first one that came out.
You don't have to.
Why do they number it like that? I think
Because when it came out, it wasn't listed as number 4. It was just Star Wars: A New Hope, and then they came out with prequels.
Yep.
So now they have episode numbers.
Okay.
To be honest, though,
that's fair.
none of the movies are that good. Like looking back at it,
Right.
I think if you could just watch Empire Strikes Back and just call it a day there.
Yeah, I like the supplementary shit better.
Well, I
be
did go
honest.
to Avengers Endgame without seeing any of the other Avengers. so-
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you were not hyped when all the guys.
I mean,
came
I
up to
saw
help.
Iron Man, and I saw Iron Man. I saw all those.
That's all you need to see.
Saw
I know.
that, took a 10-year break, and then
yeah.
I'll come back when this is over.
Ryan's that
Yep.
guy tapping the person who brought him, like, hey, catch me up real quick. I didn't see anything besides Iron Man.
Yeah.
Wait, who the fuck's the wizard?
Yeah.
Tyler, we have to cover one more thing here before we start wrapping things up. But today we put a poll out on Instagram saying, do you think that we could beat Charlie Woods in a 1v2 match? And the results are in.
The results are overwhelmingly.
1,038 votes for Charlie Woods and 168 for us. I told you we could not do this.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You just keep coming out with these hot ass takes that
I mean, you can't tell me that we wouldn't have a shot.
we wouldn't.
Maybe.
Wow, I got new clubs now. I got new clubs.
No, the tune's changed.
I got new clubs now. Think if you got new clubs.
Yeah, I'd be worse.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
We
They're
put
sent-
an updated poll out there. Ryan with new clubs. Tyler versus Charlie
Because
Woods.
your clubs hold so much sentimental value, I need to get you like a shadow box for each one so you can hang them in your office and then you're forced to get new ones.
No, I'm not. They'll break eventually. I had one break, so as soon as they're broken, I'll get new ones.
I'm gonna heat that glue up.
Don't
between
do
the-
that.
Ooh.
Why would you do that?
Because
That's so mean.
I think it will do you well.
No.
I think you'll be excited like I am.
What if I did that to your clubs?
You can't because mine are screwed in. You
Okay.
need a special tool, and I'm putting that tool somewhere you can't find it.
I'll find a tool. Don't hurt my clubs.
Okay, I won't, Tyler. So yeah, the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, it is overwhelming in Charlie's favor.
Big time.
Yeah.
Do you think him and Tiger win this weekend?
No.
I don't either.
I think Bubba Watson and his father-in-law win,
Sure.
but they'll play good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to watch it.
I am too. I like this tournament. I like anytime golf mixes it up.
Yeah, like teams.
Teams
Big
like
time
Ryder
team golf
Cup,
guy.
love Ryder
Yep.
Cup. I
Yep.
love pro-ams, and I like that the PNC is a pro-am, but the am has to be father or son. I think that's cool. Anytime they can mix it up is sweet.
Or the match.
Yep.
Matches are sweet.
Waste Management Open is at the format is the exact same, but the atmosphere is different. They're mixing it up. It's more of a party.
It's at Waste Management?
No, I'm saying the Waste Management
Oh,
Open
okay.
is mixing it up.
Okay.
So those are the events that I like is when they make it different. The Masters is obviously great just because it's like the crowning achievement.
Yep.
The PGA Championship is great, but like there's so many.
So you love every top tournament.
No, there's so many weekend tournaments that I don't give a shit about
Yeah.
because they're all the same.
Like the Mercedes-Benz Classic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or like the State Farm Tour or whatever it is.
Yep.
I don't know. But those ones I could give a shit less about, but I like when they mix it up.
Okay.
And PNC is sweet.
Yeah.
I watched a whole video of just a mirror image of Tiger and Charlie doing shit. And they're the exact same. He's just small Tiger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw that too.
So that swayed me. Like maybe we don't have as much of a shot as I thought. But I think if we played Charlie Woods once a weekend, you and me scramble format versus him by himself, it would take us. We would win 1 out of
5.
Yeah.
1 out of 5.
We'd win 1 out of 5.
Yep.
So if we can just make the first one our one, then we're good. We win.
Then we don't need to play ever again.
Yep. We just call it at that. Sorry, kid.
Yep. All right, Tyler. Little housekeeping. Which one is it?
Keeping.
Housekeeping. So obviously, I mean, my clubs are for sale. I'm going to sell the irons as a set back to the shop. But I do have a Taylormade M2 Driver. It's 2 seasons old. I bought it brand new. $150. If anyone on the podcast wants to buy it, I'll give you my Venmo. I'll ship it to you. I'll ship it to you for like $10. I think it'd just be cool if I could sell a club on the air.
Just to see how much power you have, actually.
Yep. And it's got a lot of pop in it. I haven't hit the sweet spot a whole lot. So
Yeah, it's only got 1 year, maybe a year and a half of the sweet spot being hit.
Yep. A lot of heel shots on
Yeah.
that baby. So shoot us a message. Say, hey, Ryan, I'm interested in the club. Can I hit it? I'll say, no, you can't hit it because I'm not going to ship it to you for demo purposes. But $150 or to the highest bidder if we get a couple in there.
Oh, you get a little bidding war going on. Can you do your auctioneer thing for me?
No, I'm not prepared for that. Don't do that shit to me.
But you're good at it.
No. Once I get into the hundreds, it doesn't roll off the tongue as good.
Just pretend you're starting the bidding at 50 then.
Okay, now I'm going to start at 50. Can I get a 50, 55? Can I get a 55?
Yep.
I got a 55 in the back. 60 now, 70 now, 75.
Hey.
75 now, 75 now, 75 now, 75
Now, are you
now.
gonna
80, we got 80 in the
passed my
back.
price range already.
God, you guys are lame. Can I get a 90, 90, 90, 90,
Super
90,
lame.
90,
Ah, yep,
95,
yep,
95, 95, 95. We
Right
got a
here.
95 in the back. Can I
That was
get a
good, Matt.
150, 150, 150, 150? Can I get a 150 from anybody? You guys suck.
Sound like
Can I get a
E40.
150, 150?
I'm out.
Well, that's what it's listed at, Tyler.
No, I'm out.
You have to
That's
be.
where I bid on. I was trying to get it for steel. I'm out now.
Can I get a 650? Can I get a 650? 650, 650. We got a 650.
That's the new price.
No, but if anyone does want it for 150, I'll sell it to you. It's in good condition. I wouldn't screw you over.
Yeah, actually, he wouldn't screw you over. So.
I wouldn't swindle you like all those golf fitters would
Yeah.
in Tyler's mind.
I'm not like those other guys.
I'm not like
I'm not
those other
like
guys. So yeah, shoot us a message. Say, hey, Ryan, I want your driver. 150. I'll give you the Venmo. Shoot it to me. I'll ship it out.
Yeah, his Venmo is Tyler C. Ziegler. Just send the money over first, and we'll talk.
Oh, God. Yeah. So be kind of cool to sell.
That would be tight.
Sell the club to one of the fans. See if it hits. It'll do you well. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I just went a different direction. I
got a golf innovation this week.
What is it?
All right. It's paying a little bit of homage to You Bet Your Radio, which Ryan and I are both on. Go check it out. T-shirt cannons, Ryan.
Mhm.
We talked a lot about T-shirt cannons on the last episode. Why, especially at events like the Ryder Cup, are there not promo people shooting T-shirt cannons off the first green or off the first tee box?
After everyone's hit.
After, even before, like everyone's hyped. Waste Management opens a party. It's perfect for this. People are out on the players are out there pumping the crowd up. They were throwing beers. Why can't they be shooting T-shirt cannons?
That's actually a great idea.
Or like you have a T-shirt cannon person shooting it as far as they can, and then you pull a random person from the crowd. If they can outdrive the T-shirt cannon, they get a prize.
They get a free T-shirt.
They get the T-shirt and they get something else. They open it up. T-shirt says $1 amount. You win it. It's like a halftime show for basketball if you make the 50 or the half court shot.
That's actually really sweet. You know who could shoot that T-shirt cannon? Me.
You should.
You know why? Because I've shot one before. I used to do that for a job in the summer. And I'll tell you what. So I shot T-shirt cannon at a baseball field, minor league baseball stadium. And you have the backstop net, right? And then it's not a huge stadium. I think 5,000 capacity. And then you have the press box like up top behind the net.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of the press box is the roof. If you shoot it on the roof, no one gets a T-shirt. So you have like a 20 to 25 row section, like from top or from bottom to top, that you need to land this T-shirt in. It's hard, man.
Especially
and if
'cause
you
can't-
miss
the angle is fucked because of the
angle,
net.
you got to take the wind into consideration.
Mhm.
You got to take the temperature into consideration. Humidity, that's big. That'll bog the T-shirt down. It's tough. And if you shoot one on the roof, you'll get booed out of the stadium.
Yeah.
I shit you not, you'll get booed. So I've shot T-shirts under a lot of pressure before. Came through in the clutch. Got everyone their XL T-shirts. Little kids would be getting XLs because that's standard
you can't
size.
pick your size when it comes from a gun.
No, exactly. So I would love to shoot the t-shirt cannon at an event like that.
Do you ever go outside the net and just blast it at somebody? No arc whatsoever.
No, but so typically you would shoot it behind home plate. Like you would just aim it like to the corner and then come all the way around from the same spot, essentially. And like when you get to like the beer garden / like farther sections down, that's when you take off the loft of the t-shirt and you basically snipe it into the crowd.
Pick some dude that's been heckling you all day and just send one to his teeth.
Yep.
Here's an extra small that won't fit you right to the face.
Yeah. And then we also had to fold all the t-shirts too. We also had to roll them into the little cylinders that they are.
Think about the movie Happy Gilmore. You got the guy absolutely heckling the shit out of Happy, calling him a jackass and whatnot. If there's a t-shirt guy, he could have just shot that dude right in the head with the t-shirt cannon. He's done heckling.
Mm-hmm.
It's crowd management.
And he gets a free t-shirt out of it.
He gets a free t-shirt so he can't
t-shirt
complain.
for stop heckling.
Yeah. You waive your rights at the door to not getting hit in the face with a t-shirt gun.
That's actually a good idea, Tyler.
Thanks.
Golf innovation of the week. T-shirt guns for promo at professional golf tournaments.
Mm-hmm. I think golf tournaments should also have a halftime. Like a break.
Just so Nelly can perform or what?
Yeah.
Flow rider.
Yeah.
Flow rider.
It'd be easier to like if there was, there's too many fucking golfers at every event.
Well, they stagger the tee times.
Scratch that innovation. Wouldn't work.
That's out. Let's stick with the t-shirt cannon for this week's golf innovation. I think that's all we got, Tyler.
That's all we got.
New driver for sale or old driver for sale, $150 or to the highest bidder. Can I get a $150 now? We'll be back next week,
Quiet
episode 64.
crickets.
And then we're 5 episodes away from
5 away.
Then we're done.
We're done. The finale.
Yep. So one more thing before we go, Tyler. Guys, stocking stuffers.
Stuff them.
Breakfast ball stocking stuffers are on the website. Hat, golf towel, and a breakfast ball custom koozie for all those brewskis you'll be drinking on the course. I believe I said it at $35. It's usually like a $50 value. You order it today, the day the podcast comes out. It'll ship the next day. It'll get to you by Christmas. So if you need to get your significant other or your buddy or yourself something for Christmas, OUBetcha.com. The breakfast ball stocking stuffer is going to be on there. Go check it out. It's an easy, nicely affordable gift to get anyone, your golfing buddies, anyone you can really think of.
Here's what you do. You buy the stocking stuffer for the Grandpa Dave in your life.
Yep.
You give him the towel and the koozie. Keep that hat for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a little bit of a, hey, I want to treat myself, but I also want to give a good gift.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with too many golf hats.
Or you buy the stocking stuffer. You give one person the hat. You give one person the towel. You give another person the koozie. 3 people done.
Done.
Right there. Christmas shopping made easy.
$35.
$35, that's it.
All right, guys. Check it out. OUBetcha.com. Stocking stuffer is live now. We'll see you next week.
Love you. Hell, that's a breakfast ball.